In this video, we will see the application of Kalman filter in two additional methods of RF location tracking. The first method is TDOA, which stands for time difference of arrival. In this method, we use number of receiver stations spread across the monitored area. Each of these stations receives the same signal from a moving signal source. By measuring the time difference of arrival between different receiver pairs, we are able to calculate the x and y coordinates of the moving object in real time. Now we will take a look at the setup used for the TDOA system. In this simulation, we will be using 4 receivers. The coordinates of the receivers are shown in the command window. The sampling time will be 1 second. We will be using about 4000 measurements, and the standard deviation of measurement error introduced by the noise is 0.001 milliseconds or 1 microsecond. Now we will take a look at the object path. The black line in the graph shows the true object path generated by the program. The magenta colored dots are the receiver stations placed across the map. All receivers are perfectly synchronized with each other within a scale of nanoseconds. At any given position of the signal source, each receiver station receives the same signal from the source at slightly different times. This time difference of arrival between different receiver pairs is calculated, and it gives rise to the hyperbolic equation in terms of the object position at that time. Solving these hyperbolic equations using linear algebra gives us the x and y coordinate of an object at that particular instant. Now, due to several sources of noise present in the environment, there is a significant error introduced in the timestamps recorded by the different receivers, which leads to the noisy measurements of TDOA. Now we will see how the Kalman filter can remove the noise from the measurement and give us the best possible estimate of the object position in real time. In the first scenario, we will use the linear version of Kalman filter. Now, even though the TDOA measurements are non-linear in nature, we can first convert the measurements into the x and y coordinates and then feed these noisy x and y coordinates into the Kalman filter to get the best estimate of the position at any given time. Now I will start the simulation. On the graph, you can see the noisy x and y coordinates of an object path are being plotted in sky blue color. These are calculated directly from the TDOA measurements. The dotted line shows the true path of the object. And now we will see how the estimation of Kalman filter for the object position looks like. The red line centered in the measurement shows the estimation of linear Kalman filter. In the right side window, you can see the significant reduction of measurement error after estimating. However, it can be observed that when the object moves away from the coverage area of the receiver stations, the measurement noise itself increases significantly, which results in large error, and the linear Kalman filter is unable to effectively catch up with the true path of the object. The final root mean square error obtained are 2.5 and 1.8 miles in x and y coordinates, and after estimation they get reduced to 0.47 and 0.39 respectively. In order to deal with the nonlinear nature of TDOA measurements, we need to use the extended Kalman filter. Extended Kalman filter uses partial derivative forms of the measurement mapping equations so that it can linearize the measurements received in real time. For this purpose, first we need to get the symbolic expressions of the equations used in the TDOA method. Now, as you can see, the time of arrival expressions, which are in simplified form, can be seen on the command window here. And the observation matrix is in the Jacobian form, which is nothing but partial derivative of the equations shown for the time of arrival. These equations are used in the multiple iterations of the Kalman filter algorithm, and it can deal with nonlinear nature of the measurements. Now I will start the simulation. Since it will take long amount of time to simulate all the data points due to complex nature of the equations used, we will skip ahead to the result section for the extended Kalman filter. Now on the graph, as before, you can see the noisy measurements being plotted. All the setup and the object path is same as before. Now we will see the estimate of the extended Kalman filter for the object position in real time. As you can already see, the estimation by this filter is extremely precise and reduces the error significantly. On the right side window, you can see that the estimation error is greatly reduced by the extended Kalman filter. Also, it is able to effectively deal with large amount of measurement error at the end of simulation, as you can see. And the final root mean square errors obtained after estimation are 0.08 and 0.081 for x and y coordinates respectively. Now we will also take a look at the equation used in TDOA before we move on to next method. Now these are the equations which are used for calculating x position or x coordinate and y coordinate using TDOA method. The variables used are time of arrival at different receiver stations, in which case there are 4. Apart from that, it also considers the speed of light as well as other environmental factors in more complex versions of this equation. Now we will take a look at another method for RF location tracking, which is AOA or angle of arrival. In this method as well, we use multiple receivers. However, in this case, we measure the angle of arrival at each receiver and then use these angle of arrivals to calculate the x and y coordinates of the signal source. The standard deviation of the measurement error in this case is 0.0087 radians or 0.5 degrees. The number of measurements is about 9,000. Now we will take a look at the setup and the true object path. Now in this case, each receiver used for AOA method is phased array antenna which is used in direction finding. It calculates the angle with respect to reference axis for the straight line joining the receiver and the signal at any given time. When we are able to get multiple angles from different receivers, we get straight line equations generating from receiver location to the object location. Solving these straight line equations yields the result for x and y coordinates of the object in real time. In the first scenario, we will use the regular Kalman filter for AOA measurements. The rest of the system configuration stays the same. Now I will start the simulation. Now first we can see the x and y coordinates from the noisy measurements being plotted. The deviation from the true path is clearly visible. And now in the red line we can see the estimation given by the regular Kalman filter on the nonlinear AOA measurements. In the right side window, you can see the estimation error is significantly reduced as before. However, due to nonlinearity of the AOA measurements, the residual error is still present at any given time. Now we will run the simulation of extended Kalman filter on AOA measurements. Now again, the rest of the system configuration remains the same. However, in this case, we will be using the symbolic expressions for angle of arrival measurements as well as their partial derivatives forms, which is in the form of Jacobian matrix. These values need to be updated at each interval or iteration of the extended Kalman filter algorithm. As you can see, the angle of arrival expression consists of inverse tan function based on the object location. These expressions have the receiver locations already substituted them, so they are in simplified form. And the observation matrix is in Jacobian form, which is a partial derivative of angle of arrival expressions. Now we will start the simulation for the extended Kalman filter. Now first you can see the noisy measurements. And now we will take a look at the performance of extended Kalman filter. As you can see, it is much more precise and accurate than the regular Kalman filter, given the amount of error in standard deviation remains the same. It is also able to significantly reduce the final error after each direction change of the object path. And in the command window, the final root mean square error for measurement was 8.27 and 13.56, which is greatly reduced to 0.81 and 1.28. Now we will take a quick look at the equations used in the AOA before concluding. So for each receiver station, we get an angle of arrival A1, A2, A3 and A4. So for position along the x-axis or x-coordinate, we have this equation, and for y position, we have this equation involving multiple tan operations on the angles. Please note that these are simplified versions of the equation where the locations of the receiver are already substituted and the other environmental factors affecting communication links are assumed to be constant. To summarize, we saw the application of extended Kalman filter in the method of location tracking in angle of arrival as well as time difference of arrival methods, both of which are nonlinear and involve complex trigonometric or hyperbolic equations. We also observed that the extended Kalman filter performs much better than Kalman filter in case of nonlinear measurement scenarios, and it is able to greatly reduce the noise present in the measurements and give us the most accurate estimate of the true position of object in real time. Thank you for watching.